According to a recent wellness survey, strength training and longevity lead New Year priorities, with 82% of people focused more on well-being. Here with fitness and overall health tips is trainer Steve Safranek from Lifetime Fitness here in Omaha. Steve, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Okay, so you get a lot of new clients in the new year. When people come in, what is the number one thing you hear?
Typically, it's weight loss.
Okay.
And it's a struggle with how do I get there, how do I reach the goal, and what's the quickest way to do it?
And what do you tell them?
It's lifting weights. The data is undeniable. Yep. So lifting weights, the reason why that's the best way to lose weight is because the more muscle you have, the more energy it needs to be functional, which means you're going to burn calories, burn fat, and that is, it can be pretty misunderstood sometimes, but that's the best way to lose weight.
How does that change whether you're in 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s?
That's the best part, is that it really doesn't. Obviously, there's going to be some gender differences between males and females as we age, and to a certain extent, but the data has shown that it's not too late to start. And even if you don't have a fitness routine, and let's say you're in your 40s or 50s, you can still start and still reap the same benefits.
So scientifically, what is happening to your body as you begin or advance strength training?
So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start, if you're doing strength training and it's done consistently and nutrition is there as well, along with maybe supplementation and recovery, sleep, you're going to build muscle. As you build muscle, you need more caloric expenditure to maintain that. So you'll burn fat, you'll start to lose weight. Most importantly, from a longevity perspective, you're going to get bones strengthened. So we grew up with this myth that milk strengthens your bones. It doesn't necessarily, although there's calcium in there. What does strengthen your bones is lifting weights. So the stronger the muscle, the more muscle you have as those surround your bones, better tendon strength, ligament strength, your fascia is better connected, and then therefore you have better bone strength. So as we age, we have a tendency to fall. The reason we fall is not just because we're old and clumsy. That's not true. It's because we've lost a certain degree of muscle, along with balance and coordination, and that's why we can fall.
You mentioned a key word in there, nutrition.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so how does somebody, if they're used to eating fast food several times a week, I mean, you can't cold turkey it. So
You can, but understood,
How
yes.
does somebody find balance in the new
Sure.
year?
So this is where you can, if you struggle with this, but you're committed to a change, you seek help, seek advice. Like it's joining a gym. If it's in the financial situation, hire a trainer. Or, you can go to YouTube and there's a lot of stuff there on social media now. Start small and start with one thing if that's where you're at. So for instance, if you're strength training, regardless, if you have an exercise program, but your nutrition is not dialed in, you are going to inhibit your progress and inhibit your goals. If nutrition's not there, it's like running your car on empty all the time. At some point, something is going to give. So one rule would be try and get 1 gram of protein per pound that you weigh. Sounds like a lot, but if you focus on whole foods, primarily animals and plants, fruits and vegetables, meat, you will get there.
You go to Costco anymore, you see all of these drinks that'll get you 30 grams of protein in 8 to 12 ounces. Will those work? Are they healthy?
Great question, and it can depend on each product. So the first thing I would suggest, or a piece of advice would be, if you are consuming anything that is ready-made, especially in a liquid form, protein shakes would count. First thing I would look at is sugar. Is there added sugar in it? If there's added sugar, there's a choice to be made. I would suggest try to stay away from that. Now, there can be sugar in it, just like with milk. It's natural. Those are complex, and that's okay. But if you see added sugar, I would shy away from that. In addition to that, you would still want, there's a lot of data that suggests we'd want to eat the calories versus then drinking them. A lot of that stuff can be broken down, and especially if it is on the shelf for a long time, it can have a tendency to lose its nutritional value, and then you're consuming empty calories.
Steve, we only have about 30 seconds here. Somebody walks into your gym, says, I want to lose weight. What's the number one thing you would tell them?
The number one thing is, start to implement a strength training protocol, whether that is twice a week, 3 times a week, depending on how you split it up, maybe 4 or 5 times a week. With that, also dial in nutrition Start with drinking more water and getting a gram of protein per pound that you weigh.
How do you avoid injury, though?
Great question. Recovery, sleep is paramount. Stretching is paramount. You can't just lift weights. You got to stretch. And the people who only stretch and do yoga, you got to hit some weights as well, too.
Great. Steve, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Remember, if you missed any part of this show or want to watch it again, it's available on the very local app. All KETV News Watch 7 reports are there on demand, and it is all free. Download the app for Roku, Amazon Fire, or anywhere you find news apps. And remember, to understand your own health, it's also good to know your family history. Many conditions and diseases are hereditary, but if things are caught early, your chance of a positive outcome is far greater. I'm Bill Shammer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning for KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle.